Hello, dear students. Today we are going to begin our new chapter Structure and Function of Living Organisms Plants. Dear students, in our previous chapter we have studied about the characteristics of living things. Here in this chapter we will study their structure and function. Students, when we look around we see lots of plants around us. Most of these plants they are flowering plants. So, what are flowering plants? The plants which bear flowers. These flowering plants they are made up of two main parts, the root system and the shoot system. As you can see on the screen, there are two main systems of this plant, that is the root system which is below the ground or which grows below the ground, and the aerial part which grows above the ground and which bears all other parts of the plant, that is shoot system. So in this chapter we will study these things in detail. So let's study them one by one. First is your root system. The root system is that part of the plant which grows below the ground, and it consists of roots which absorb water and mineral from the soil. In order to understand this root system, let us know about the functions of the roots. Functions are it holds the plant to the soil, absorbs water and mineral from the soil. In some plants, dear students, it acts as a storage organ also. We will discuss this thing further when we will study about the modification of the roots. And the last is that roots bind up the soil so that it does not get washed or blown away by rain or by wind. Now, the classification of root system. Dear students, root system is classified into two, taproot system and the fibrous root system. Taproot system. In taproot system, when the seed germinates, a single root grows downward into the soil. As you can see on the screen, a single main root it grows downward in the soil, and it then further branches into smaller lateral roots. As you can see here, these are the lateral roots of this main root. So this type of arrangement of the root system, it is called as taproot system, and this is a characteristic feature of dicotyledons like your peas, beans, grams, etc. Here we can see this, the main root. Let me erase it. So the main root which is at the center of this root system, it is called as the primary root. It is known as primary root. And the lateral roots which you can see here, these lateral roots they are called as, these lateral roots they are known as secondary roots. They are called secondary roots. And further, the more branches you can see here, these branches they are known as tertiary roots. These further arrangement of the roots are called tertiary roots. So such type of arrangement of root system is known as taproot system, and it is the characteristic feature of the dicotyledons like your peas, beans and grams. These are the example of such type of root system. Next is your taproot system. So dear students, when seed germinates in this type of root system, several root grows out of the stem. Means it is not growing from the radical part of the seed, but it grows from the stem. So this type of roots they are false roots or fibrous roots, or we can say they are adventitious roots. And you can see a thin fiber like structures they are arising from the base of the stem. So such type of arrangement of roots is called the fibrous root system, and this root system is found in the plants like your maize, wheat, right, grasses, etc. Next is one activity which is given in your book, and what you have to do is that you have to soak some gram seeds in a moist cotton and let the seedlings get developed from these seeds. Then you have to take these seeds within a glass or in a beaker and line that beaker from inside with a blotting paper and keep that blotting paper moist from inside so that these seedlings could grow properly. Now, when we will keep these seedlings, you will observe the growth of the roots as well as of the shoots. Roots, they will grow in the downward direction, whereas the shoots, they will grow in the upward direction. Now, what you have to do, you have to turn a few seedlings in such a way that their roots face upward and shoots they face downward. After few days, you will observe the root, it will form a downward loop again and it will start growing in downward direction, whereas the shoots, they will form an upward loop and they will again start growing towards upward. Dear students, it happens because of the tropism. Now, what tropism means? Tropism means the turning or bending movement of a living organism or part towards or away from any external stimulus, which we have discussed in our previous chapter also, that living things, they respond to stimuli. So here the stimulus may be light, heat or gravity. So stem, it always grows away from the gravity, and roots, they grow towards the gravity. So this is due to the tropism. Geotropism and phototropism means stem will be responding to the light and it will grow away from the gravity of the earth, whereas the root, it will show the geotropism means it will grow towards the gravity. That's how this activity will be conducted. Next, there is one more activity in your book, that you have to sow few seeds of maize or pea or grasses, etc., in a pot and let them grow in that pot. When the seeds, they will germinate after few days, you will gently pull out those seedlings from the pot and you have to observe the root system of these seedlings carefully and note down this observation in your notebook. Next is the modification of the roots. Modification means some plants, they have a special types of roots which performs a special function, means they, other than absorption and fixation of the plants, they perform some other special functions. So these types of roots are called modified roots. So let us study about them also. First type of roots are the roots which modified for the storage of the food, which I have discussed in your functions also. Here, some plants like your carrot or sweet potato or turnip, beetroot, etc., they are modified for the storage of the food. These roots are swollen and fleshy and they store the food which is prepared by the leaves. So here, in these plants, roots are modified to store food and they act as a storage organ. Next is the roots which are modified for supports. In some plants like your banyan, the roots, they provide additional support to keep these plants stand erect. For example, if you can see here in the banyan tree, it has large branches, they need support. So these roots, they arises from the branches of this tree and they act as a pillar and prevent these long branches from bending down, and such type of roots, they are called prop roots. These are known as prop roots. So these roots, they act as pillars and prevent these long branches from bending downward. Next is your parasitic or sucking roots. So dear students, we have discussed this thing in our previous chapter also. In some plants such as your dodder, grows on another plant. Its root arises from the stem and penetrate into the stem tissue of the other plant, means the host plant, and absorb water and mineral from the host plant, and such type of roots are called parasitic or sucking roots. So this was all about the root system and the function of the roots, types of roots, as well as the modification of the roots. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.